Good morning, my name is Raul Ruiz and I'm here to introduce you to the 2017 Ford Explorer. The Ford Explorer has been in production since 1990 and it was introduced as a 1991 model. The Ford Explorer has not always been a 7-passenger vehicle nor a 4-door, but it has evolved since the times. In this case, it is a 7-passenger vehicle. What powers this vehicle is a 3.5 V6 twin intake variable camshaft timing. It's TIVCT. What that means is that it operates the intake and the exhaust at different times, so it optimizes your fuel mileage and of course your power. The power on this vehicle is going to be 290 horsepower and about 255 pounds-per-feet of torque. The horsepower is very important because that's what keeps you going, but the most important would be the torque, because the torque is what gets you off the line. Or something like this, you would get what is a 5-year, 60,000-mile powertrain warranty, as well as a roadside assistance warranty. What the powertrain warranty covers is all lubricated parts inside the engine, as well as the transmission. Roadside assistance will cover anything such as fuel delivery, flat tire change, and you get a 3-year, 36 bumper-to-bumper warranty, which is all electrical, anything straight from factory, things like that. This engine is actually set at a 45-degree angle in case you do get into a front-end collision. It actually brings the engine and the pedals down with it to avoid any further damage to your vehicle or occupants inside. Everything's very simple in here. Everything is all in yellow that us as a consumer would normally touch. And these are all the fluids that get checked when you do bring it in for the multi-point inspection service. Certain things have been changed on this vehicle, such as the front grille here. It has been changed from the previous model, as well as the Dragonite headlamps up in the front here, and they are LED lamps. LED lamps last longer and they illuminate a lot quicker than the halogen headlamps. And of course, you do have your little fog lamps down here at the bottom. Living here in the Central Coast, we do have the beach very close nearby. Some people live in Guadalupe and you get the fog the whole way over here. You do have the front parking sensors. So for example, yesterday I went over a curb. That's because I wasn't able to stop due to the parking sensors, and that will help you avoid any type of collision. I'm coming around to the side over here. You do have the 18-inch wheels on this, and you do have 4-wheel disc brakes all around. With 4-wheel disc brakes, you'll be able to stop on a dime anytime you need to. Since I'm talking about that, I want to talk about something very important. This has what's called curve control. So let's say that you're taking a curve a little bit too tight. The vehicle will handle itself. It will slow itself down about 10 miles per hour if it needs to, up to 10 miles an hour, to avoid any type of rolling over. It also has what's called roll stability control, and that's also maybe you take a curve too tight, maybe there's some understeer. It helps you so you do not roll over. It keeps all 4 wheels planted firmly on the ground. This is nice here in case you do happen to hit something. Maybe you want to get in a tight spot, or maybe you hit something, hit a little pole or something. It does fold in for you, so you don't have to worry about that. Not the only safety feature on here though. You do have what's called BLIS, blind spot information system. So that allows you to see a little illuminated light here to let you know that anybody is in your blind spot either side. This is keyless entry, so as long as I have the key fob in my pocket, I can come in, either lock it or open the car door. Another way we have here is a 5-digit code. This is a Ford exclusive and Lincoln. You come up to the vehicle here, you could choose to leave your keys in here, or maybe you forget them inside. You come in, put in a 5-digit code, and then you're inside of the car. You do have 10-way power seats inside here, and I'll go ahead and go to the back, show you some more. You have what's called theater seating in the back here, which means that these seats are a little bit more reclined, caved in here, and then you have a little bit more room on the headliner there. One thing about this is that you can actually recline these seats if you wanted to, and that allows for a more comfortable ride. So they are for you there. And you do have the air conditioning back here for any occupants that you may have in the back. Very easy. In case you wanted to put the kids back there, or maybe your in-laws, you throw them back there, you just lift the seat up, and you're good to go. This is a power lift gate, so just by the push of a button, it'll open up for us. And you do have the 3rd row, which I mentioned. Very easy. And then it even has the tailgate mode in case you want to come to the drive-in, and you can just sit in the back here and hang out with your significant other. Of course, you have the backup sensors here, so when you're backing up, you have an idea, an audible of what is behind you. You also have the visual, which is right here with the backup camera, and it is a 180-degree camera. In this case, I would be able to see Ivan and Jesse over here from inside of my vehicle. This one is not equipped with a tow hitch, but if it was equipped with a tow hitch, you could tow up to 5,000 pounds with this vehicle. And it does have trailer sway control, so you won't fishtail the trailer when the time comes. Over here on the side, it's very impressive to me. You get to the gas station and then you just start fueling. You don't need to take off the gas cap. That's pretty annoying, especially if you've lost it before like I have, and this will take that chance away. So all in all, this vehicle is equipped with the 202A package, which includes the 8-inch LCD touchscreen and the Sync 3 system, which I'll show you in a minute. The premium auto system, which comes with 9 speakers. The remote start, which let me show you very quickly. So all you would do is lock the car, push the 2 times button there, and it turns on the car. This is nice in case it's a really cold day like today. It'll start ventilating the car, it'll defrost the windows for you, and you don't have to worry about that when you come in. Maybe you're taking a little longer than you desired, so you turn off the vehicle. Hands-free lift gate, and it is the foot activator, so I can just come up with the key in my pocket, kick underneath, and it'll open up. Forward sensing system I mentioned, the heated steering wheel, which I'll talk about inside, and leather seats inside. And this vehicle total before discounts is $40,495 minus an $800 discount. Vehicle comes down to $39,695. Let's go ahead and take a seat inside. So a nice display here. You do have the unlock and lock button over here, as well as the windows on the side here. The fog lamps, the fog lamp button here, the lamp up here for the cabin. You could dim or brighten the instrument cluster from in here. And then you have all your light switches here, as well as the tailgate operation over here. You do have the 5-way here, which controls everything on this left-hand screen. On the left-hand screen, you can see anything such as, you could put the RPMs on here, the fuel gauge, the fuel and the temperature gauge for the oil. Tire pressure here, nice on cold days. Trip odometer, so you can see what you've been getting since you started driving the vehicle, and then maybe since when you do little trips here and there. Fuel economy, so this is an instantaneous bar graph, which will fluctuate as you drive. And then you have the other ones, which will go every 10-15 minutes, depending on your preference. Driver assist, so if you want to take off the traction control, if you don't want the blind spot lights to come on, the cross traffic alert, so when you're backing up, it won't alert you to let you know there's someone behind you, and the trailer sway control you can take off. Settings here, so you can do the auto engine off, so it won't turn on when you turn it on with the key. You could adjust the lighting in the vehicle, the locks. My key is nice because it's like a parental lock for the vehicle. So maybe you have a brand new driver in the house and you think they might be a little too crazy, so you set the limit at maybe 60 miles an hour. You set the sound system here so the volume won't go over a certain limit, or maybe it won't come on if they don't put on their seatbelts, things like that. And then on the right hand side here, I'm able to see anything that's going on in this screen. So I can see the entertainment, so I can see what I'm listening to. I could change all my music through voice. Navigation I could do through voice. For example,
please say a command.
I'm hungry.
Where would you like to search? Please say nearby.
Nearby.
Please say a line number.
Line 4.
When ready, press the voice button and then say set as destination.
So in this case, I could just set it to destination. It will take me straight there. Or maybe I might want to make a phone call, set reservations.
I didn't get that.
Set as destination.
Setting new destination.
And it will take me straight there. Very easy. And then you have all your controls on here. Voice controls, volume, and seek here to hang up the phone as well. You have your audio sources here. So you have AM, FM, and Sirius satellite radio, as well as CD. Some companies have gone away from that. And Bluetooth, so you can connect your phone through the Bluetooth and make all the calls through the speakers in here. Climate controls all in here, as well as you could do it all through voice. And it is dual, so I can have my own temperature here, and then you can have your own temperature over there. The phone commands that I mentioned. So you connect your phone to the Bluetooth, make all the calls to the speakers in here. It's your own cell phone, and there is no charge for it. We even have this service called 911 post-crash alert, which means if you get into an accident, it will actually dial out to the emergencies for you to let them know that you've been in an accident. It will bring the windows down, it'll honk the horn, flash the hazard lights on and on, so this way if maybe you fall in a ditch, anybody can find you. You have your applications here, so you're able to download apps that you have on your phone, such as maybe Pandora or Spotify, and just listen to your playlist that you have on here, all through voice. Your settings for everything on here is all on there. And of course, all your air conditioning commands here. You do have the gear shift here with the option of the S. The S just means sport, which means that it will rev higher. So you have higher RPMs, and you could switch them right here, plus or minus, depending on the speed control at the moment. I think we're good. Would you guys like to take a test drive?
Thank you. Very good.
Thank you.